Graduates and your families, please return to your vehicles. Our program will begin shortly. Will all graduates and families please return to your vehicles? Thank you.
Allison Mojer, and on behalf of the Waterford High School administrative team of Principal Andre Hauser, Assistant Principal Kirk Samuelson, and Athletic Director Chris Landry, I'm pleased to welcome you all to Waterford High School's 61st commencement ceremony. We are all here this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2020. And we're doing it in a different location and in a different manner than ever before. A testament to the endurance, flexibility, and adaptability of this group of seniors. Seniors, if you have not done so already, you're welcome to exit your vehicles, take a seat directly in front of it. Everyone else is expected to be in their cars. Whether you are a parent, family member, or a significant friend, every one of us is rightfully proud of the accomplishments of the young adults who are parked in front of us at Waterford Beach tonight. On stage with me this evening are several leaders of our school and community. Superintendent Thomas Giard, Assistant Superintendent Greg Powers, Assistant Principal Kirk Samuelson, Director of Athletics and Student Activities Chris Landry, Board of Education Chair Craig Merriman, and First Selectman Rob Rule. In our audience, we also have State Representative Kathleen McCarty, Board of Education member Chris Jones, and several other members of the dedicated faculty and staff of Waterford High School and the Waterford Public Schools. Tonight's ceremony would not have been possible without the assistance and support of many people. So a thank you goes out to First Selectman Rob Rule, Chief Brett Mahoney and the Waterford Police Department, Brian Flaherty and the Rec and Park staff, Gary Schneider and the Public Works staff, Emergency Management Director Steve Dignara, Ledge Light Health District Director Steve Mansfield, Jay Minor, Tom Thurlow, and the Waterford Public Schools maintenance staff, senior class advisors Ms. Tessier and Ms. Wozniacki, the many faculty and staff members who gave their time to organize this and last Friday's event. And a very special thank you to Waterford High School Auditorium Director Shane Valley, who went above and beyond all expectations to make the Campus Day visit and graduation ceremony a success. We could not have done this without all of you. Now it's time to officially open our graduation ceremony. To start us off, I would like to call Senior Class President Adam Stewart to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We also have all of our seniors entering the military service to join us in front of the stage for the Pledge of Allegiance. These patriotic students are Ryan Hanna, Emily Lekowski, Alexandra Cole, Hayden Ahern, Justin Silva, Madison Knott, Nathaniel Rivers, Kyle Jacobson, and Mason LaFord. Unfortunately, social distancing requirements prevent us from having everyone exit vehicles and stand for the pledge, but all graduates should now stand for the pledge. Everyone else should place their hands over their hearts.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Adam, and enlisting graduates. Graduates, please be seated. First Selectman Rob Rule will now provide a greeting from the town.
We got a lower mic. Yes. Hello, Lansing Nation! Okay, let's hear the horns. Let's hear the horns. One time. Everyone. Everyone. All right, thank you. Good evening. I am First Selectman Rob Rule, and I have the privilege of welcoming you all to the graduation of the Waterford High School class of 2020. First, congratulations to all the graduates and to your parents, families who are celebrating with you today and will support you in your next steps in life. This is my first high school graduation as First Selectman of the best town in Connecticut, and a movement that I have looked forward to since I was elected in November. If anyone had told me I would be speaking to you while you were all in your cars, 6 feet apart, and needing to wear a mask, I would have never believed it. But as we've seen, the world holds unforeseen challenges. Planning this graduation has been an exercise in resiliency and creativity for all of us. How do we celebrate the class of 2020? A class that is as unique as a whole as they are individually. Whatever we thought of just didn't seem to express the pride we, as a community, feel over what you have endured and ultimately accomplished. The arrival of COVID-19 upended the school year with blinding speed. Unlike closed businesses and canceled events, your ability and desire to create memories to last a lifetime were not impaired by this pandemic. In actuality, this experience, in my opinion, has made you stronger, more committed, and above all else, more appreciative of the simple things in life. Friends, family, community. These difficult circumstances seem to have given you, the students of the class of 2020, a unique sense of camaraderie and respect for one another. From being the pioneers of distance learning for future generations, to helping those of the generation before navigate a new life of virtual reality. During difficult times, it is common that adults are the ones teaching others. However, this year, you have all taught us so much. As we look forward to the future, we must not cast aside what we can learn from the past. I'm sure you've all learned in your history classes about how generations before you have risen to countless challenges, be it wars, plagues, or abject poverty. And so you too, one day, will have your place. Don't let circumstances beyond your control dictate your memory of this special time. Take full advantage of the skills you have acquired over the past months and apply them to college, trade school, the military, work, or whatever path you choose. Today, you can all look back on your senior year as the year you learned the most about yourself. You learned how strong and resilient you are. You realized how important your family and friends are to you. And above all else, you learned how to appreciate the community where you were raised and those who have made an impact in your life. Before I leave you tonight, I want to share a few words of wisdom that helped me when I was your age. Now I get it, you're thinking more advice from an old person, so I'll keep this short. Promise. 1, you are only as successful as your 5 best friends. My friends are driven to make positive differences. We love Waterford, and together we are fighting to make Waterford a better place to live, work, and raise a family. My success was driven by those I surrounded myself with, so choose wisely. 2, there are solutions to every problem. You know this from your exams. At Town Hall, we tackle big problems. Getting to a solution is a matter of chipping away at them, bouncing ideas off of others, listening to other viewpoints, going out of your comfort zone, and at times, being unwilling to give up. If you collaborate, you will find solutions to your obstacles, no matter what they are. 3, call home. When in doubt, call your mother, your father, your grandparents, or whomever in your family you are closest to. You are all heading out in a big world, and we can often get sidetracked with college and work and life in general. Call your family, even if it's to check in or to say I love you. You won't regret it, because they love you too. And finally, enjoy these moments, because they are the best moments of your life. Trust me, I speak from experience. Live it up, guys. Have fun. Just don't have too much fun tonight. But it's important to remember there's always a balance between work and play. Find the balance. Enjoy today. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a quote. Now, I'm just a soccer coach, and I can't remember who said it, but I'm sure Lucas probably knows. So to the class of 2020, someone's going to have a great life. It might as well be you. Believe it, embrace it, and then remember to listen, learn, and give back. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Brule. Next up, Board of Education Chairman Craig Merriman will greet the class.
Hi everyone, beautiful evening, isn't it? Good evening to our audience of parents, families, and friends, members of the Board of Education. State Representative Kathleen Party, our first selectman, Mr. Brule, Mr. Giard, Mr. Powers, and our administrative team, and our distinguished faculty and staff and other honored guests. Last time I spoke at our graduation was 40 years ago on June 13th, 1980. It was my graduation, where I was president of the first graduating class out of Grasso Tech. I'm pretty sure I'm as nervous now as I was then, so bear with me. This school year from March until now was like no other. I could only come up with one thing to say, and all the time was just wow. This amazing group of students had the best part of their senior year of high school stolen from them. Our district acted quickly to deploy distance learning and many necessary support programs. The guidelines and rules changed almost daily. They changed even as late as this afternoon with regard to how graduation could be handled. All along the way, Mr. Giard, Mr. Hauser and their staffs, Mr. Brule, Representative McCarty, and Senator Formica fought tirelessly to make your graduation the best it could be. Many thanks to them for their efforts. And here we are. These students have persevered through highs and lows, excelled and have impressed us as they always do. The challenges they faced this year are great, but they overcame the obstacles in an impressive way. Each one of us on the Board of Education congratulates you on this day. You deserve it. We're so very proud of you. You brought a great deal of pride to your families, your friends, and our wonderful community. We're also very thankful for the professionalism and dedication of everyone working in the district. On behalf of the students, we're truly blessed with a fantastic administration, wonderful teachers, paraprofessionals, maintenance team, janitorial, and food services staff. We wish you nothing but the best as you start out on the next part of your life, whether it be further education, entering the workforce, or serving in the military. I have a special place in my heart for those going into the military, as the oldest child in our family is currently deployed in Afghanistan in the Army's 10th Mountain Division. But in closing, I'd like to say the only advice I can offer is to continue to work hard, volunteer, and be involved with your community. Continue to be kind to others and respect different viewpoints, and be a good friend. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. Simple ideas like this can take you far. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Merriman. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the class salutatorian, Ryan Dombrowski.
First off, I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone who made this possible tonight. It's really amazing. Dear class of 2020, I don't think any of us in a million years would have expected to have ended our school year on March 13th. I remember thinking we're going to have to make up so many days and have to go to school in July, but I was wrong regarding that. There are many things I missed about school. I miss seeing my teachers and friends every day, going to activities like peer tutoring and orchestra, and the various events throughout the year. With that being said, there are also many things I did not miss about school, as I'm sure you can all relate to. One of my first realizations during quarantine was that without school and other activities, I could get more than 5 hours of sleep a night and could wake up at a more reasonable time, like noon, rather than the crack of dawn. However, with each passing day during quarantine, I grew to appreciate school more and more. In fact, all of my friends and I started to miss school about a week or two in. Virtual assignments felt meaningless and tiresome, Google Classroom notifications clogged our phones, and virtual classes on Zoom were simply not the same as regular classes. With each passing day, we grew more and more doubtful that we would be going back or even having traditional senior events. I'm sure many of you felt the same way too, almost as if we had been robbed of things like prom, a real, in-person graduation, games, concerts, and shows. It is and was disheartening for all of us to see all of our hard work seemingly lose its meaning. I can remember people saying 12 years for nothing. But that's the thing. It wasn't 12 years for nothing. Over these 12 years, we've gone from learning to count to learning how to solve derivatives and integrals, or learning to write a sentence to learning how to write a research paper. We've grown so much. We've laughed, we've cried, we've met people that are just like us, and we've also met people that will make us feel like we're never good enough. And each step of the way, we've also all been together as the class of 2020. Now, let's talk about this year, 2020. I think almost every one of us can agree that this has been one of the most intense, testing, and hard years of our lives. In a matter of weeks, every single one of our lives was turned upside down while we adapted to this new reality. And with all the changes that 2020 has brought along, I would like you all to consider a quote by Pema Chodron. It is, "Nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know." In this sense, 2020 has been a year of learning and growth for our generation and country. With quarantine, we've learned to slow down and be more grateful for the ones we've loved. During this, we've also spoken out against injustice and joined together for the Black Lives Matter movement. We're changing the world in so many great ways. It's truly amazing. Now, I'd like to end my speech by giving a congratulations to the class of 2020. We did it.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm now proud to introduce your class valedictorian, Lucas Brennan Almaraz.
First off, Thank you to everybody who's made it possible for us to be here today by helping and supporting us along the way. Principals, teachers, coaches, and everyone else at Waterford High School. And last, but certainly not least, to the parents who have been extremely supportive through these rather unconventional times. With formalities out of the way, here we are, the class of 2020. Or better put, given the circumstances, here we aren't, or at least haven't been for the past couple months. I don't know about all of you, but all this time in quarantine has made me realize that I've been taking for granted being part of such an awesome class. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff, and it's been an absolute blast. Notably, we did take our football team from being not exactly too hot our freshman year to winning the ECC championship this year. And technically, we are still the defending champs for the state basketball tournament. Also, for Model UN, we brought home 2 awards from our trip to Yale. And all of our musical ensembles sent people to Eastern Region and all-state festivals. And who knows what other accolades we would have won if we had been allowed to have our spring events. And of course, we cannot forget the Senior Assassin game that we organized between ourselves. It had a good run until administration deemed water a bit too disruptive to be allowed on school grounds. You know, I'd prefer to simply reminisce about our time in high school during these few minutes given to me, but the reality is our senior year has not been all sunshine and rainbows. And I don't think it appropriate to completely ignore the elephant that trampled all over our senior year. And as an 18-year-old kid, I don't get many chances to talk where everyone more or less has to listen to me. I'll gladly be the first to say that this whole coronavirus pandemic ordeal was just awful. Back in January, we all first saw it in the news, what happened in China and then Italy. Personally, I wasn't too worried about it back then, you know? I mean, we live in the United States, the biggest world power. I'm sure we'll be fine. We have time to take precautions and make sure we can contain the virus. Then fast forward a few months to April, and we have every major news outlet telling people to not drink bleach, after the president suggests that we inject disinfectant to fight the virus. It was at that moment where I lost all hope of salvaging our senior year. 12 years. For 12 years we have been told to look forward to these last few months of senior year. Senior skip day, senior picnic, our senior prank, senior prom, and of course our graduation as the senior class of 2020. And we drew the shortest end of the straw, having all those to-be memories put out of reach for us, forever too. None of us thought that Thursday, March 12th, which was only a half day, would be the last time we would step foot in Waterford High School as students. And I wasn't even there that day. I was at the doctor's getting blood drawn. But all I can say is that I sure do not wish these circumstances upon any other senior class in the future. But where am I getting at with all of this? Plain and simple, we have to realize that we are going to have to be the ones that fix this mess. None of this is our fault at all, but it sure has become our problem and we have to deal with it. No one else is going to do it. The current people in power have shown us that they have absolutely no idea how to handle a critical situation. And that's giving them the benefit of the doubt. It could very well be that they simply don't care. And this isn't a storm we can wait out either. Reality is, this pandemic is going to have consequences and effects that we're going to be feeling for years to come. Things aren't magically going to go back to normal after we reopen everything. I won't sugarcoat things. The near future looks a bit rough for us. A lot of us are going to be spending tens of thousands of dollars a year, likely going to some sort of debt for college at a time where we don't even know what the future is going to look like in 4 years. And that is why it's a necessity for our class to take charge and shape ourselves into people that will make an impact on this world. Failing to do that is not an option. We do not have that luxury, because failing to do that makes the alternative a future where society remains like it is today. I want to believe that we will not allow that. I want to have hope for the future, that we will recover and come out stronger. After all, things can't really get much worse. And I admit, there's not much to believe in right now. Jaded politicians, greedy corporations, they don't exactly inspire hope. But I sure as hell believe in this class. This isn't the end. This is only the beginning. We have our work cut out for us. But they say hard times make strong people. And I fail to see a future where our class isn't up to the challenge. We are strong, individually, but even more so as a collective. So how about it, class of 2020? Let this mark the beginning of our legacy. Let us not be remembered as a passive generation. Let not our mistakes be those of inaction. Let them not say, in hindsight, we could have done more. Because as we all know, hindsight is 2020.
Thank you, Lucas. Seniors, you've missed out, as Lucas pointed out, you've missed out on many typical experiences. And one more is that you're stuck here with me tonight rather than Mr. Hauser. He could not make it due to his son's high school graduation in Madison, but he could not let this occasion pass without sharing some words. So we have a recorded message for all of you.
Hello, seniors. I wish I could be at graduation with you tonight, but my older son is also graduating from high school today, so I'm there with my family instead. It was great to see you all at the campus visit day last week. Seeing you for the first time in months started me reminiscing about our time together and thinking about our time apart. If the past year has taught us anything, it is that there are some things that we need to take very seriously, and that they aren't going to get any better if you don't make the choice to tackle them. I often ask myself the question, what's the worst that can happen when looking at a new challenge? And you can think about that question in two different ways. First, it's important to understand the risks of any new situation. But on the other hand, the worst case scenario rarely happens. It is much more common for us to waste our time worrying about situations that are not all that bad. Remember last fall and the threat of the triple E mosquitoes? Early morning PE classes went inside, and night games turned into afternoon games. Everyone started talking about the DEET content of their favorite bug spray. It seemed like such a big deal at the time, and it eventually passed. Looking back on it a semester later, it seems a little silly. The mosquitoes were coming for us. Little did we know then what the new year had in store. Now it's June 2020, and the only thing pushing a global pandemic and economic collapse out of the headlines and face-masked quarantined masses out of their homes is a long overdue reckoning with systemic racial inequality. These are serious times, the most serious of your lives, and they need serious solutions. We are counting on all of you to get us there. But at the same time, I have a warning for you. Take these challenges seriously, but never make the mistake of taking yourself too seriously along with them. Keep your sense of humor and keep your sense of perspective. People who've lost theirs may not have gotten us into all of the crises we're facing today, but they also aren't doing much to get us out. Right or left, rich or poor, those whose first thought as to how a solution will benefit them personally never come up with the right solution. I know all of you, and I know your generation. Generation Lockdown is mad, and you should be, about the milestones you have missed, the opportunities you have postponed. But you are also willing to make friends who are not like you, able to listen to ideas you may not agree with, and ready to update your opinions based on facts and reason. And if you can do that while keeping your sense of humor and your sense of perspective, you are going to make the world a better place. So take a hint from the class of 2020 Senior Rock. Put on your armor, put on your face mask, and go make history. Congratulations to all of you. You've been a great class, and I'm going to miss you. Hello, seniors.
Our final speaker speaker and the person who will certify that the class of 2020 is ready to graduate is Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Thomas Giard.
Good evening to our distinguished audience of parents, families, and friends, to our board chairman, Craig Merriman, distinguished members of our Board of Education, State Representative Kathleen McCarty, our first selectman, Mr. Brule, our assistant superintendent, Craig Powers, Ms. Moger, Mr. Samuelson, Mr. Landry, our distinguished faculty and staff, and other honored guests. But most importantly, good evening to you, the Waterford High School class of 2020. Sure, you can clap. It is with a great sense of pride that I stand here with you this evening. Parents and families, you have much to be proud of. I thank you for your support of your child's education and of our school district, especially this year given the extraordinary circumstances. To the soon-to-be graduates, I offer my sincerest congratulations to each of you for persevering in the face of uncertainty this school year, for remaining focused on what you needed to accomplish. I am confident that you will leave us prepared for life, learning, and work beyond school. As our mission statement attests, our responsibility as a school district is to ensure that you attain the skills and knowledge necessary to be a responsible citizen, prepared to contribute and succeed in an ever-changing world. This could not be any truer than in 2020. It has been my privilege to get to know you, to spend time with you, and witness all the wonderful things you've accomplished in the classroom and as impressive out of the classroom. Please know that I am proud to be your superintendent. Given the events of the last 4 months, I did not need to look far for material to frame my brief remarks this evening. If there are 2 things this school year has taught me, and probably all of you, it is the necessity of being nimble and the power of a positive mindset. The events of this school year forced us to forget everything we've known and ever been taught, and quite literally, we were asked to reinvent the wheel overnight. The ability to be flexible, the ability to adapt on the fly, the ability to be nimble will be required of you as you move forward. Richie Norton, author of the #1 download on Amazon, Resumes Are Dead, says curate a lean life that allows you to move flexibly through your universe to experience greater joy. Your ability to adapt to the circumstances presented to you will greatly contribute to your success and happiness in life. That leads me to my second piece of advice, and that is we can never underestimate the power of a positive mindset. Best-selling author Harvey McKay says positive thinking is more than just a tagline. It changes the way we behave. And I firmly believe that when I'm positive, it not only makes me better, it makes the people around me better. The energy needed to perseverate on the negative far outweighs the energy needed to remain positive. I encourage you to maintain a positive mindset with the things that both you can and cannot control. As I close, I ask you to remember that you have the skills, knowledge, and potential to be the best version of yourself. Do listen to that small voice in your head and stay true to yourselves. I close this speech each year with the same quote that I leave you with as you begin this new journey in your lives. Enjoy the little things in life, because one day you'll look back and realize those were the big things. Congratulations and best wishes for a bright future. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Connecticut, and as your superintendent of schools, it is my pleasure and distinct privilege to present to the Board of Education the Waterford High School class of 2020 for the conferring of diplomas by way of the announcement of graduates. Congratulations.
Now for the part you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the graduating seniors. We'll be calling up seniors in groups to be announced and then to have them walk in front of the stage and back to their vehicles during this part of the ceremony. And although it is great to celebrate your special senior, please do so in a manner that allows all names to be heard as they are announced. Mr. Samuelson will introduce our first graduates.
Good evening. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Waterford High School class of 2020. Group 1 includes the Valedictorian, the Salutatorian, and seniors with last names Ahern through Calix. Seniors in this group should come forward and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage now. After your name is called, you will walk to the center and then continue back to your seat. Lucas Emmanuel Brennan Almaraz, Valedictorian, High Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Science Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Ryan Michael Dombrowski, Salutatorian, High Honors, National Honor Society, Tri-M Music Society, Science Honor Society. Hayden James Ahern. Lean Arnott. Ryan Michael Bakken, High Honors, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Alicia Nicole Balbett.
Paul Henry Balbit. Lindsay Elizabeth Bednars, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Samuel Leonidas Bellows. Jason William Blaine. Claudia Natalia Blasquez, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Patrick Bonanno. Ivanalise M. Bonnet, Seal of Biliteracy. Jordan Percy Bono, National Art Honor Society. Audrey Marie Booth, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Gabriel Jose Barrero. Blake Robert Brackett, Seal of Biliteracy. Brooke Marie Brackett, National Art Honor Society. Trey Stefan Brennan. Xavier Matthew Brower. Michael Stephen Brown. Sean Patrick Buckley. Hannah Grace Burrows. Jared Theodore Burrows, Honors, World Language Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Maya Jean Bustamante. Nehemiah Melissa Calix. Group 2 includes seniors with last names Carter through Durunda. So once again, seniors in this group should come forward and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage now. Shannon Nicole Elizabeth Carter. Jasmine Angelita Cazares. Faith Ann Cervera, Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Jalen Marcus Chappelle. Lauren May Chaput. Sabrina Bari Chorn. High Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Marilyn Mackenzie Childs, National Art Honor Society. Jessica Wenja Chin, Honors, Science Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Michael J. Tsunami. Emily E. Close, World Language Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Owen William Coder. Alexandra Jessie Mae Cole, High Honors, National Honor Society, International Thespian Society, Tri-M Music Society, Science Honor Society. Lauren Marie Costa. Sophia Rose Costa, National Art Honor Society. Catherine Ann Cody, Honors, National Honor Society, Tri-M Music Society. Asheen Crossland. Connor James Crump. Claudia Grace Shozewski. Danielle Kinsaw DeWallace, Seal of Biliteracy.
So I can't do that.
Wilmar Ricardo Diaz. Angelo Norris Diglio. Carissa Lynn Dare. Sloan Ethan Doppler. Natalie Karen Donahue, National Art Honor Society. Bryce William Durunda. Group 3 includes seniors with last names Dow through Graciano. Seniors in this group to come forward and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage.
Yep. All right. Got it, okay? Take it away, Andrew. Go get it.
Cody David Dow. Christopher David Dow. Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Trevor Joshua Doobie. Donovan Kelly Dunning. Andrew Michael Edwards. Willem Dane Eamon. Aiden Michael Elbaum. Connor Vernon Elsie. Zachary John Fayen, National Honor Society. Emily E. Feeney. Yvette May Feliciano. Matthew William Farisher. Peter Alexander Phillip, Seal of Biliteracy. Alessandra Antonetta Felino, Class Social Chair, High Honors, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Chloe Marie Foote. Clara Hope Franklin, Class Secretary, Seal of Biliteracy. Kylie Nicole Gagnon. Jenna G. Gannon, Class Vice President, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Tri-M Music Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Andy Gow. Avery Catherine Gibbons, seal of illiteracy. Keith Gino. Dylan J. Goldschneider. Abraham Trent Goldschneider, National Honor Society. Riley Jordan Gagno. Jasmine E. Graciano, National Art Honor Society, seal of illiteracy. Group 4 includes seniors with last names Green through Kelly. Seniors in this group, come forward, take one of the marked spots in front of the stage.
Nakita mo yung diamond na pag-
Can you take pictures of me on that? Yeah, you were screaming. Yeah, you were like, oh, go screaming. I was like, Jordan.
We're not talking about that. We are not talking. You turned 15 on Monday. He's over 15. That's not okay.
Ethan Joseph Green.
Okay, let's go our family for a second.
Desmond Raymond Green. Caitlin Emily Grote, High Honors, Science Honor Society. Fadi F. Page Jr. Ryan Patrick Hannon. Jeremiah Brooks Harshberger. Kaylin Mary Hatcher. Gage Hale Henry. Alicia Madison Hensley, International Thespian Society. Ava Mackenzie Hernandez, National Art Honor Society. Ingrid Louise Hobbs. Jennifer Michael Hobbs. James Michael Hodge. Anna Joyce Hunter. Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Science Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Malcolm J. Hunter. Jeremy Frank Hynek. Devin Rose Ingves.
No, I'm trying to find my name.
Kyle Ronald Jacobson.
Look at the gold. Holy.
Benjamin Cole Jerome. Liliana Ewen Johnson. Honors, National Honor Society, Tri-M Music Society, Science Honor Society. Micah Robert Jones. Virginia Carolyn Warby. Honors, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Liam Mitchell Kane. Matthew Ryan Keatley. Jameson Joseph Price Kelly, International Thespian Society. Sean Michael Kelly. Congratulations to all of you. Mr. Landry will now introduce our remaining graduates.
Group 5 includes seniors with last names Kemke through Magano. Seniors in this group should come forward and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage now.
glasses on, I still can't see.
Chase Michael Kemke. Jason Daniel Keniston. Dylan Thomas Kinsella. Casey Lynn Kershaw. Honors, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Sabrina Ann Koviluk, Seal of Literacy. Anna Michael Kovacs, Class Social Chair, World Language Honor Society. Zoe Marie Labonte, National Art Honor Society. Caitlin Gail LaFleur. Mason Alexander Lafort. Julia Ann Lamparelli, World Language Honor Society. Jaden Ada Aaliyah Lance, International Thespian Society, National Art Honor Society. Samuel John Lanuza. Joseph Howard Lathrop, National Honor Society. Elena M. Weesey. Taylor Ann Lee. Emily E. Latowski, International Thespian Society. Alexis Kaylee LeMay. Darren Chen Lin. Jackson C. Lin. Justin Lin. Jared Maya Linder, National Honor Society. Caitlin S. Liu, Tri-M Music Society. Chinga Liu, World Language Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Science Honor Society, Seal by Literacy. Jared Michael Lavelle, National Honor Society, Seal by Literacy. Sonia Andrea Magano, Honors, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Seal by Literacy. Group 6 includes seniors with last names Morelli through Pettit McMillan. Seniors in this group should come forward and take one of the marked spots in the front of the stage now.
And you're gonna have to scream for Peyton, okay? Stand right there. No, don't walk.
Ava Elizabeth Morelli. Michael Foster Morelli. Peyton Lorraine Martin. Diego Alexander Martinez. Joseph Angel Matias. Jordan Matthew Mayer. Stanley M. Maynard. Riley Catherine Mazzella. Natalie Rosemarie McCartney. Gina May McKittrick. Donald Edward Mellon. Ashley Marie Bativier. Rachel Lee Miller, Class Treasurer, Seal by Literacy. Jenna Veronica Malukas, International Thespian Society, Tri-M Music Society. Elijah Luke Morosky. Danielle Nicole Morrison. Brianna Taylor Muckle, National Art Honor Society. Alyssa Marie McGovero. Zachary Ryan Murray. Rachel Skyla Nasser, National Art Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy. Madison Olivia Knott. Ryan Michael O'Connell. Matthew Edward James Olbreeze. Mariah Lorraine Pavan. Mark Raphael Peralta. Alexis Melody Pettit
Group 7 includes seniors with last names Pizzello through Speller. Again, seniors in this group should come forward and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage now.
Did he take a picture? Huh? Did he? I already did. They didn't give me the all clear. You could have just tapped me on my shoulder when that happened. I'm just saying. Yeah, Mom, you're complaining.
Come on. Come on, come on, let's go sit in that car, okay?
Nina Aaliyah Pizzello, International Thespian Society, Tri-M Music Society.
What do you think?
Aaron Joseph Piotrowski. Thomas Paul Patassi. Brandon William Prentice. Lillian Marie Provost. Joshua Puente de la Vega. Molly Sierra Quiles, sealed by Liberty. Megan Annabelle Riley. Nathaniel John Rivers. Carmen Aliana Rosado. National Honor Society. Jose Luis Rosario Gonzalez, sealed by Liberty. Garrett James Rubino. Anthony Joseph Sacchitello, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society. Sarshar Talal Sajid, seal of literacy. Jessica R. San Juan, National Art Honor Society. Matthew Michael Sanford. Alejandro Jesus Santiago. Chelsea Renee Santos, seal by literacy. Anna Mae Schleck, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Aiden Michael Scott. Owen Daniel Seltzer, High Honors, National Honor Society, International Thespian Society, Tri-M Music Society, Science Honor Society. Abby Rose Shepherd. Justin Christopher Silva. Hayden McGinnis Smith. Luke Andrew Sokolsky. Brooke Coleman Speller, National Art Honor Society, sealed by literacy. Group 8 includes seniors with last names Spinato through Zagara, as well as the class president. Again, seniors in this group should exit their cars and take one of the marked spots in front of the stage now. Mark Anthony Spinato. Gabrielle Faith Stack. David Daniel Shagru, International Thespian Society, Tri-M Music Society, sealed by literacy. Peyton James Sutman. Matthew Spencer Taché. Samantha R. Taylor, National Art Honor Society, sealed by literacy. Sarah Elizabeth Terry. Anthony Thomas Tanucci. Nina Judith Tanucci. Elise Jolie Tuckwood. High Honors, National Honor Society, International Thespian Society. Thomas Joseph Ugachoni. Yanelis Velez. Crystal Jean Volano. Michael Mpatso Vincent. Lily Grace Watson, National Honor Society, International Thespian Society. Alexander Daniel Watterson. Ethan Thomas Welch, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society. Elise Karen Wentz, National Art Honor Society. Haley Victoria Wheeler. Riley Elizabeth Volkowski. Brandy Lynn Williams. John Young Younga, National Art Honor Society, Seal of Literacy. Connor Scott Yarmy. Robert Joseph Zawacki. Sebastian F. Zagara, Seal of Literacy. It is my pleasure to introduce the class president and Seal of Literacy recipient, Adam Joseph Stewart. Adam, instead of returning to your car, please join us on stage to lead the class in the traditional turning of the tassels. Seniors, please rise.
Graduating class of 2020. Administrative team in the class of 2020. Thank you all for joining us and helping us honor our seniors tonight. Guests will now be directed out of the parking lot, followed by the senior class. Congratulations, be safe.